go.
But there are 6 more.
Another train trying to catch some garf.
To lock into place. And when it's all done, you'll have what amounts to one
trying
really
to catch some
huge
garf
mirror,
feet.
21 feet across.
And with that mirror, what's the goal?
Well, this is an infrared telescope, and it turns out that the very first stars and galaxies to form are hurtling away from Earth so fast that the light is shifted from visible wavelengths into the infrared. So the Hubble telescope couldn't see that light, but JWST can, so there'll be unprecedented views of the early universe. And another thing the telescope's going to be able to do is study the atmospheres of planets orbiting stars outside our solar system, some of which might have atmospheres hospitable for life.
That's NPR's Joe Palca. Thanks for your reporting.
You're welcome.
It's All Things Considered from NPR News.
At 4:48, we continue with All Things Considered on IdeaStream Public Media. Now news headlines. The Stark County Court of Common Pleas will postpone all jury trials due to the continued rise of COVID-19 cases. All civil jury trials are slated to resume January 31st, while criminal jury trials will go back on January 21st in Stark County. The court also says mediation will be done over Zoom through the end of the month. Yesterday, the Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court announced similar measures. The wife of a Canton man fatally shot by police just minutes into 2022 says he had been firing a gun to celebrate the new year when an officer opened fire on him without warning. Marquetta Williams told the Canton Repository that her 46-year-old husband James had used an AR-15 rifle that belonged to her to fire some celebratory shots early Saturday outside their home. Canton police said officers were investigating reports of gunfire when an officer who was outside his vehicle confronted someone who began shooting. They say the officer feared for his safety and returned fire. 39 degrees outside the Idea Center at Playhouse Square.
Support for IdeaStream Public Media is provided by University Hospitals is on a mission, transforming healthcare to work better for all. With personalized, compassionate care and pioneering medical research, University Hospitals is a team of over 32,000 caregivers dedicated to the communities of Northeast Ohio, delivering nationally recognized quality care while reducing costs. Learn more at uhhospitals.org/transform.
You already listen to public radio, but what if public radio could listen back? It does on the NPR One app. Just download NPR One and choose 90.3 WCPN as a home base. You'll get the same local, national, and international news that you love, plus podcasts, so you can keep up with what's happening around the world whenever. Mark the stories you like and skip the ones you don't. The more you listen, the more it gets to know you. Download the NPR One app and listen to hand-picked stories based on what you like.
It's All Things Considered from NPR News. I'm Audie Cornish.
And I'm Mary Louise Kelly. The Supreme Court is weighing the constitutionality of state laws that restrict or effectively ban abortions. The most prominent lawsuits stem from Mississippi and Texas. But the fight over abortion is much broader. Just this year, 19 states enacted more than 100 laws restricting abortion.
Maine was not one of those states, but in recent years, state lawmakers there have introduced and argued about anti-abortion bills. That's why Planned Parenthood of Maine began deploying a unique strategy to firm up support and make the issue a little less fraught. It's called Deep Canvassing, and Maine Public Radio's Patty White brings us this story about how it works.
It's Saturday, and Sarah Mahoney is one of several Planned Parenthood volunteers knocking on doors in Windham, Maine. It's a politically moderate town not far from Portland. No one answers at the first couple of houses, but as Mahoney heads up the street, she sees a woman out for a walk.
Hey, we're out canvassing. What's your address? I'll see if you're on my list.
The woman, Carrie Kelchner, isn't on the list, but she steps to the side of the road and agrees to talk. Mahoney first asks Kelchner about her support for abortion access on a scale of 0 to 10. 10 means anyone should be able to get an abortion for any reason. Kelchner says she's a 7. Next, Mahoney asks her a series of questions to better understand her values.